Hello friends, my name is Shayla and today I'm here to talk to you about my reading plans for the month of April, and they're a little wild. I'll get into the nitty-gritty of it, but I want to talk about the couple of manga things that I'm going to talk about in this TBR. Manga will always be sprinkled in my reading throughout the month, and I just kind of mood read when it comes to manga. I have one read-along I'm participating in, and then I have my reread, so those are the two we'll talk about, and then we'll get into my wild idea about the books. So first things first, I will be participating in the Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind read-along, hosted by Laura over at the Manga Hoarder. I will leave her channel linked down below. So I'll be reading both massive tomes this month. I am genuinely excited to be reading Nausicaa for the first time. I've watched the movie several times. I love it, and I love it with each visit. So I'm really excited to actually do the manga for the storytelling. So it's going to be a adventure, and I'm really excited. All right, let's go ahead and pick my reread manga series. Let's pray it's short because my other reading plans are so wild that if I get a long one, I might have to do a redo because I don't think it would happen. Wake Up Sleeping Beauty. Perfect. This is a sweet little 6-volume series, one of my all-time favorites. I am so excited to reread this. In this, we're following two teenagers. We primarily follow the boys' focus, and I remember loving this so much, but it's been about 2 years since I've read it, so I'm really excited to revisit it. I have plans to read 30 books in 30 days in the month of April. Last year, the goal was to do a volume of manga a day, and I far exceeded that, so I decided to challenge myself this year and do a book a day, complete a book a day. It might take me more than a day to read the actual book, but I want to be finishing one book a day this month. So I want to read a total of 30 books. I'm crazy, and that's okay. I'm fully prepared for that. So let's talk about the things that I plan on reading. So first up, I have 4 arcs that I have digitally via NetGalley that come out in April, so I want to get to those. So we have To Have and To Hoax, the Happily Ever playlist, or the Happily Ever After playlist. I don't remember. Something like that. The picture's there. You know what it looks like. Not That Kind of Guy, which will be interesting because I didn't love her first book, but I like the concept of this one better. And then a graphic novel called Eat and Love Yourself. I am going to include this as a book, even though it's a graphic. So that'll probably be one of my days where I'm feeling strapped for time. All right, so after that, I have 4 buddy reads planned for the month. With Lindsay, we're going to buddy read all 4 of these. The first thing we're going to buddy read is Oasis by Katya de Becerra. Forgive me on the pronunciation on the name. But this is, I believe it's a sci-fi dystopic. On the back it says, the Oasis saved them, but who will save them from the Oasis? I believe this has a holographic kind of thing, if I remember right. I might be blowing smoke, who knows. After that, we plan on buddy reading The Silver Yarn from the Ancient Magus Bride. This is a collection of short stories I've had in my collection for a while. We both own it, so we're going to read it together. Next up, we are going to buddy read. Next, we are going to buddy read Cress by Marissa Meyer. This is the 3rd book in the Lunar Chronicles series. April from over at April Sarah is going to join us for this. We've enjoyed buddy reading the first 2, and we're definitely excited to be buddy reading this 3rd one. And then last but not least, we're going to buddy read Havenfall by Sarah Holland. Neither of us have read Sarah Holland before, so this will be an adventure. All right, so outside of that, one thing I want to do is I'm behind on a couple of physical arcs, so I want to catch up on those. All 3 of these are from my friends at Forever Romance. So we have Primrose Lane by Debbie Mason, Starlight Bridge by Debbie Mason, and Nobody But You by Jill Shalvis. I believe these are all technically repubs, so I just didn't prioritize them over the newer things, and so I really want to catch up on these because they're so kind to send them to me and I really want to get reviews up for them. Then from there, I have some books that I had set aside for other TBRs that I haven't gotten to yet, or I started and had to put down for whatever reason and just haven't gotten back to. So these are going to be my focus for the next chunk, and then the others are going to be ones that have been on my shelf for a little while. I think there's one new one in there, but the rest have all been on my shelf for a bit. So first up, I have Infinity by Sherilyn Kenyon. I really want to get back in the Dark Hunter world, and I really want to try the Chronicles of Nick. This is a character that I really love in the Dark Hunter series, so I'm really excited to dig into the series. 2 that I've mentioned that I haven't started is The Worst Best Man by Mia Sosa, which is rom-com style, and then we have Would Like to Meet, which looks kind of like an office meet cute kind of situation. And then I have Don't Keep Your Day Job. This is a self-help that I started and just put down and never got back to, so I really want to get back to this, and I'm feeling more motivated than ever that way because I also want to get to Girl Stop Apologizing, which is the other nonfiction self-help that I've been meaning to get to. So I'm hoping to get both of these read in the month of April. Next on the list, we have The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I started this during Contemporary-a-thon, but I didn't want to rush it. And so I want to just kind of spread this out this month and get it finally read because I just haven't picked it back up since then. And then I also want to read Sisters of Shadow and Light because I really like Sarah B. Larson's writing and I really want to get back into it. All right, so let's get into the things that have been on my shelf for a while that I really want to get to. So first up, we have Dark Sentinel by Christine Feehan. It was really fun to revisit the Carpathian series in March, and so I wanted to pick up one that I haven't read in the series yet that I got in a book subscription box. So I plan on reading Dark Sentinel. I received one of the Kate Daniels books, and I decided to pick up the first a while back so that I could definitely try out the series and see what I think. I need a little bit of context before I dive into whatever book I own, and it might be the last one, I'm not 100% sure. But I wanted some context before I tried to dive into the other one I owned, so I picked this up last year sometime. And then I have The Ancient Magus Bride Supplement 1. I love this series so much, I just have not read the supplement yet. I'm pretty sure it's all going to be information that I know. So again, this might be on a day when I don't have a ton of time, like a work day, and can just kind of knock it out pretty quickly. Then again, the type is pretty dense, so I don't know. We'll see how I feel. All right, this is the one book that's newer that is on this list, and that's The Honey Don't List by Christina Lauren. I tend to have very unpopular opinions when it comes to Christina Lauren, because it seems like the books everyone loves, I don't enjoy so much, and the ones that other people don't enjoy, I end up liking. And this one has had really mixed reviews, so I'm really interested to see how I feel about it. And then we have Natalie Tan's Book of Love and Fortune. I've been meaning to get to this basically since it came out, and I did receive an ARC of her new book, so I wanted to get this one read before I tried to read book 2. And I think they're at least companions, if not a direct sequel. All right, and then we have Racked and Stacked by Lorelei James. This just looks like a really fun cowboy novel. This is a Blacktop Cowboys novel, and I like me some cowboy romance, so why not, right? And then I have I Am Sleepless, Sim 299. This is a local author that I picked up from a local bookstore, and I really want to give it a try. It's a local author, so why not? Then I have How to Love Your Elf by Carolyn Sparks. This just seems like a funny, satirical kind of romance, and I'm pretty sure with some of these other picks that I have, breaking it up with something like this will be really nice. And again, it's kind of short, so that's to my benefit this month. Then I have What to Say Next by Julie Buxbaum. I know this is a harder-hitting contemporary, but this is one that I picked up a while back that I've been meaning to get to, and it's a really floppy paperback, actually. And this one, again, isn't too terribly long. It's not quite 300 pages. And I think this will just break up some of the bigger ones and kind of squeeze in, and it'll be good. And then I have Love and Luck by Jenna Evans Welch. This is a really cute YA contemporary. I loved the first book that she wrote. I have not gotten to the second one, and I just really want to. And then this is another ARC that I got sent a really long time ago, I think last spring, and I still haven't gotten to, so I really want to get to it. And that is Tailspin by Sandra Brown. This looks like kind of a suspense kind of book. It doesn't say like thriller or suspense or anything on the spine. It just says fiction on the back. But the description seemed fairly suspenseful, so I really want to try getting to this one this month. And then last but not least is a big boy, and that is Heir of Navarone by Michael J. Sullivan. I really want to finish out this series. I do have the audiobooks for this, so I do think that will help me make sure that I'm staying on top of things and on task for this month, because I can be listening to the audiobook on days that I have shorter books as well, and when I'm out and about to kind of help break things up as well. So that is the last book that I have picked out for the month of April. So I know these reading plans are totally wild, and I might totally fail at this, but I feel like because I'm not working as much, I really want to like focus my purpose and get things read. And I've been meaning to get to a lot of these. They've been on my shelf. They have been on my shelf at least since the beginning of the year. On my bullet journal, I had 99 books on my physical TBR, not including manga, just books, on my physical TBR at the end of 2019. And I really want to get to as many of those titles as I can in 2020. And so that's kind of what inspired me to do this, because I'm like, I'm not really going to be buying many books this month because your girl is broke. I really wanted to get to the things that I already have. So I thought this would be a fun way to do that. So if you want to see like reading vlogs for any of these books up here, like just tell me and I will happily film them and give you that content if that is what you're looking for. But yes, wish me luck. And if you don't see me on social media, it's probably because I'm reading. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.